Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make air dry clay. Now this stuff, I'm going to try to make it like similar to Model Magic clay. So here's the Model Magic clay. I love this stuff so much, so that's why I decided to make a video to try to kind of recreate it. And then at the end of the video, we are going to be seeing if it makes butter slime. So let's get on to the video. So to start off on making this DIY, you are going to need a microwave safe bowl. And something to mix with. I'm just using a large spoon. You will also be needing Elmer's glue. Sorry, I cannot fit this all on the camera because it's a gallon jug. Lemon juice. And lastly, some cornstarch. So, just glue into a bowl. Pour as much as you'd like. And then go ahead and add the same amount of cornstarch as you did glue. Maybe even a little bit more, because you want it to get nice and thick, and then you want to mix it up. You're going to want to mix it up until it becomes a really thick and smooth consistency. Can you guys see? Can you guys see? That's so cool. Now before we move on to the next step, I just want to say that this recipe was inspired by One in a Minion, so you guys can go check out their channel if you want to. And after you get your glue and cornstarch mixed in, you're going to add 1 spoon of lemon juice. At least for the amount I'm doing about a 1 spoon ratio with it, but if you're doing a larger batch, you'll definitely want to do more. And then just mix that in until it's smooth. So now you're going to put your clay in the microwave for 20 to 30 second intervals. I'm doing 20 since it is a smaller batch, but if yours is larger, do 30. So now we're going to mix this up, and this part might take a bit to just mash it up, and if it's still like really goopy, you might want to put it back in the microwave for a little bit longer. But now you just want to literally mash it up, and if it's really hard, just add a bit more lemon juice. So then after you have mixed it up, you want to go in with your hands and just kind of start kneading it around like you would with like slime or something, and form it and just like mix up all the hard chunks until it's smooth. And if it's still pretty sticky, just add a little bit more cornstarch. Oh goodness. So here is the final clay. It is really it kind of has like a rubbery texture, like Model Magic, instead of like a flaky, floury texture like you would with any other regular homemade clay. So I really love this stuff. And if you find that yours is a bit too hard, another tip that I like to do is I like to add lotion, but that is completely optional. So here is the clay that we just finished. It is super nice and really smooth. It feels very, very similar to the Model Magic. This is some blue Model Magic that I already had. They do feel very similar. So I was really surprised. The homemade one is a bit more dense, and this one is a bit lighter. So I'm also going to be sculpting something for you guys. So now we're going to try to make butter slime with our homemade Model Magic. So I just have some slime here. It's just some regular base slime. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slowly mix it in with my clay. And also be sure to have some activator on hand, because when you mix slime with homemade clay, it'll probably get a little sticky. So just be aware of that. So now just mash it in with your hands. And if you feel like this, you might want to stop touching it. So just use a spoon instead. Activator to help it bind up, and you're just going to want to keep repeating this process until your butter slime has formed, which hopefully it'll form, because I've never done this before, so hoping that it'll work, which it's looking like it is. So after a while, your slime should be coming together. Mine is still pretty sticky, so I'm just going to keep kneading it and adding borax, but it looks like it's working, and I'm super excited. So here's the finished slime, you guys, and I am blown away. This is the coolest butter slime I have ever made. It feels almost exactly like Model Magic, and it is so stretchy. I seriously encourage you guys so much to make this. This is so cool. I'm going to try swirling it. So here are the two slimes. This is Model Magic's clay slime, and this is my clay slime. I seriously love them both so much. The homemade clay slime is definitely more stretchy and more spreadable, and the Model Magic is more hard and it holds its shape a bit better, so it works with swirls a bit better than my homemade stuff does. But I am like so happy with how they turned out. I seriously cannot get over how well this turned out. I was really worried when I was making it because it just wasn't forming, and it took a really long time to get it to activate, and it was really chunky, and I was super scared it wouldn't work, but it worked absolutely perfectly. So I just sculpted this clay heart, and it was super easy to sculpt. I was super surprised, like it didn't crack or anything. It holds its shape really well. So if you're going to sculpt with it, all you have to do is sculpt what you want to sculpt. You can dye the clay, or when it's done drying you can paint it, but you just got to leave it overnight and then you're good.